The first thing you notice about this mic is just how heavy it is. This is the SE Electronics SE2200 and it has a handcrafted true condenser. By true condenser, I think all they can mean is the fact that it has to have 48 volts phantom power and it can't take any less, I think. Inside, it has a custom built transformer and what is called a Class A circuit. What this all really means is that it's low noise. To add to all that, they say it has state-of-art circuitry with a shorter, optimised signal path. The XLR connection at the bottom is gold-plated. This is a straight cardioid microphone with a frequency response 20 to 20 kHz. It has a sensitivity of -32.5 dBV, and depending on where you put the pad setting, it has a maximum SPL of 125, 135 or 145 dB. Self-noise is quoted as 8 dBA, which is absolutely excellent. That amounts to about 86 dB. It has a high-pass filter at 80 Hz and 160 Hz, and they're nice and gentle at -6 dB per octave. It also has an attenuation pad of -10 dB and -20 dB. Just to test its pattern, this is the microphone from the front, this is the microphone from the side, this is the microphone from the rear, back to the side and back to the front again. This is with the high pass filter set at 80 Hz, hopefully not cutting into my voice and hopefully not changing anything around the side or anything like that. But that's the sound of this microphone with an 80 Hz cut, or what I'm presuming is an 80 Hz cut because it's not actually marked on here. It's just got two different shaped curves, but I think this is the 80 Hz. Now I'm going to switch to the 160. This is the sound of the microphone with a cut starting at 160 Hz, so it might well be impinging on the bottom end of my voice. This is so handy though when you're speaking, because in a room like this where you've got lots of reverberation, it can help with that kind of thing. I'm now back to a flat frequency response, but what I'm going to try in here, this is a bad room for sound, but what I'm going to do is take the microphone just a little bit further away just to see how it interacts with the room. So here we are. Now that's at arm's length. Now at that sort of distance I would be expecting the thing to be picking up a lot of the room reverb, so I would generally use some kind of cut in the bass. So here goes. So now I'm using a cut in the bass, and this one is quite high at 160, and hopefully that's taking some of the reverb away. If this mic is working okay further away and it's doing a reasonable job of rejecting this room, then it's got really good rejection. The only thing is if you want to do something like boom it or put it on a stand above you or something like that, you're going to have a good stand, because I'm not kidding, the weight of this is quite phenomenal. I quite like the sound of this microphone. It's got a nice crisp sound, and actually it's very close in some respects to my Rode NT1. The Rode NT1 has a bit more chestiness in it. This one has a bit more clarity down in the bass end, but I do like this because it's got this sort of crystal clean, sharp kind of sound, and it's on a level with the Rode NT1 anyway with regards to the amount of noise. So there is a similarity in sound between them. When I went between the two just to test this microphone, I did find it fairly similar. It's just in the bass region that I really noticed something different going on. The bass on the Rode has that typical Rode lift, which gives it that sort of chesty kind of sound that you get from quite a few Rode mics actually. But I do like this microphone, and in comparison to the Rode, it matches quite well in price as well. Although I think the Rode comes with a better kit. The Rode has a better shock mount. It's better thought out. The shock mount with this is surprisingly plasticky, I think. It's not brilliant. It does the job, but I don't think it's a great shock mount to be using with a mic of this kind of caliber. So if you were ever curious about the SE Electronics SE2200, this is it. It's pretty close to the Rode in my opinion. Good microphone. Whether I would go for that or the Rode, I'm kind of torn between the two, to be honest. Hope to see you next time. Cheers for now.